Guaranteed this has been done before. Only good came to the earth. Only good came to the earth. Well, why didn't they invite bad? If they didn't invite bad, how would they know what bad was? Adam and Eve. Adam and who? Who had to leave? Who was Abel? Cain. Cain was Abel. Able to what? Walk? This is my thinking video. I'm having a ball. Or I'm looking at the ball. My thinking video. It might get uploaded. Maybe. Not sure. Good and evil. I'm going to ask you a question. You build something and it breaks. And you find out why. Right? And you hit somebody in the head. You thought it was good. Guy fell down. He says, it's terrible. Not good. You have to find a word for not good. You can't always say not this and not that. Because sometimes not this or not that is just a choice. So, it's, big lima beans, carrots, those trees there, broccoli, a little salt, oregano, basil, some Thai sauce. Tie me up. Why do we want sauce from Thai? Why does anybody want to tie me up? Because Thai actually connects to Di, and Dymas is a moon of Mars. Alternator, alternate source. You know, so there's many possibilities of what we are. One of them is we're in a dome. Alright? We're in a dome. In fact, we're both standing up. It's in reflection. Why would they say 7 up? How do you know 7's not down? They bury you 6 feet down. But even worse than that, are they putting you on the 6 foot down? Or are they putting the box on the 6 foot down? Because if you're 6 foot down sitting in a box with some foam, you're an extra foot up to start with, just for the box. So right away, 6 feet down, 2 feet up, 1 for the box. We're ahead of the game. You notice at a funeral, they open up the casket to show your face. Why don't they show them your feet? It's your soul that got you all the way around. Got you walking. Hands up. Hands up, high five. What about 10 down, the feet that keep me up? You know what they say, hands up, because 10 up, 10 down, you can't do nothing. Your feet are on the floor. This almost looks like shredded beef. That's what happens to the skin. The skin is very resilient. The skin on anything. Hard to bite. It's just different. Skins are different. You know, you can even take a knife, a sharp knife, to certain skins, and they just don't cut right away. Not on the first move. You have to make a move through it. Braised beef or flank, when you cut it on this angle, you're cutting it between the levels. Anything that goes around. Its lengths are this way. You're not cutting through all the lengths. Its lengths are this way. So you're cutting in between the wiring. The rain that falls is doing the same thing. Now either it's falling on a double grid. We only live on one side of the grid. We don't live on 2 sides of the grid. But they crisscrossed off of all of us. We're getting into spirit this way, and then it's coming down this way. I don't know exactly what it's doing to us. But it's doing this. Something to do again with the skull bones. Why would they say 322? Because the center dot. So there's the one dot right here where these touch. That's a center dot, right? That's a crossover. That's just a meeting. You can get off the road there and have transfers, right? What do you think this is? This is the intersection. Right? This is the intersection. Use my head, right? If I can get this right. Use my head to go off and on at the transfer sides of the intersection. And my ears, the tunnels to go in and out and around and transfer lanes. Skull bones. I'm thinking. Poker chips. They have the puck in poker. Where is the puck in poker? And they also have a puck in the game of craps. So in a game of poker, where there's all kinds of poker nowadays. So if you look up all the types of poker, but most casinos hold 3 basic chips. The $1, the $5, and the $25. After that, it's the $100 and the $500 chip. So here's how the poker chips go up. You have the $1, you have the $5 equal to 6. There's no $25, there's no $20, and there's no $10 chip. Okay, in the casino. Okay, there is $10 betting, but there's not. So it's 1, then 2, then 1, then 5 is 6. Then the 25 equals to 31. That's all there is 31. Then they have the 50 chip, right? Equals to 81. 81 is Venus. Then they have the 100 chip, 181. Angel, heaven, resident angel, spirit of heaven, 181. Then they have $500 chip, from 100 to 600. 100 to 600. 681. 6 by 8 is 486. 486 divided by 2 equals to 243. Divided by 3 equals to Venus 81, angel heaven. Everything inducted out of Jupiter, 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 Jupiter. Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. It's like the spider web of the entirety, throwing out little spiders everywhere. 1 and 8, 1 and 8, 1 and 8, 18, 81. Which, if I remember, I think it was 75 divided by, was it 162? No. 75 divided by 132? Yes, that was it. 18, 18, 5, 6, 8, 13, 13. And then we're going to get 57 57 divided by 132. So here's a DC connect to 1818. 8 and 1 connects to 1 connects to 6. 6 connects to 2. 162, 216 hours in a 9-day period. Because the half-life, 4 and 4 get connected. That's your 8. 6 and 2 come together. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 different sides. 8 creates 2 sides, 2 cubes. The 5 and 3 cube, the 6 and 2 cube. To create the 8, you need the 1 of the 7th gate. That is created by 5 and 2, and 3 and 4, all with the ace, all with the block in the center, connecting it. Now 51, right, divided by 162 equals to, remember that, 31484848. Now you need 111 and 51 minus 51 equals 111 divided by 162 will equal to 6851851. 6851851. Heaven of Mars, heaven of Mars, heaven of Mars, creation of man, communication, matrix, Mars, angel, matrix, Mars. I can say anything I want, but if you continue to see 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, which is the creation through the 2 force, 2 times 3, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 5 and 6. So all these, this is really your 4, 5, and 6 combination. The workload right over here. This one and this one, right? This one spins it. Or this is the tunnel through Jupiter. The tunnel through Jupiter into Saturn. Because look where Earth is. Earth is right under Saturn. We're not living under here. We're living under Saturn. Here's Uranus. Here is our swastika mark. 365 days, 0.4774 over to Jesus. Now, I'm just going to stop with this video because I started a silly one. But I have some numbers that will link Jesus Christ as one number. Oh, yes, here it is, in fact, just falling in front of me. Lucky me. This is, I'm going to have to do this again in the next video. So if you want to see this, how Jesus Christ comes together in this number, I'm going to show you. And it's all relative to 3, 6, and 9. Because 3, 6, and 9 is the power of. Thank you for watching. Power of 1. Power of 1. Power of 1. 1 to the power of 3 is 1. But 3 counts as its power. 3, 6, and 9 will all count as the 1 power. Now 4 to the power of 3. 4 times 4 equals 64 equals to 10. 1 and 0. Now 7 equals 343 equals to 10. 3 times 4 plus 3 plus 4 is 12, 19. 1 and 9 equals to 10. 9 times 9 to the power of 7. I don't even want to do it, so I do it the short way. 7 times 7 times 7. You do that 7 times, right? 7 times 9 is 63. 7 and 9 is 16. It remains the same number. 6 and 4 is 10. It reduces down 1. It reduces down 5. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, 1 plus 0 is 1. 9 times 6 is 63, it's 9. The next one is 1. 9 times 4 is 36. Equals 9 again. 9 times 1 is 9, they're all 9s. 9 and 7 is 16, 9 and 4 is 13, 9 and 1 is 9. It becomes A-M-P. Amp. Pam. Map. Okay? 6. 6. Now we're going to want to do one more. It also becomes 741. They repeat the number. Any of these repeat their number. Become 999 in their number. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 4 is 36, 63, 3663 equals to 1441 because 3 and 4 is 7 and 6 and 1 is 7. 41 is the LED system in the sun. 9 and 7 is 16 and 13, 29 is the birth. 38 is the church. 6 and 3, 9. 9 times 4, 36, 6 and 3, 9, and 9. 6, 9, 9, 9, 27, the red sun, BC creation. 6 times 7 is 42, 6 and 7 is 13. 6 and 4 is 10, and 13 equals to 23. 0, 3 says Jesus Christ. 13. 0, 3 is, and minus 3 from 13 is 10. 1 and 0. 10 is J. 7 minus 10 is 3. 6 times 4 is the 24 day. 6 plus 4 is 10. Roman numeral 10, a letter X. And 24 is the 24th letter in the alphabet. X, and is the reverse of C, creating CX as a cheaper car. The Rust model, R-U-S-T, 18 and 21, 18 the cube. 81, the spirit of heaven, is us. In heaven, the spirit of heaven is us. And 21 and 18 is 39, and that equals to the Saturn sky, because it says the letter CLO. And that is the 7th inning stretch, because there's 21 outs for the visiting team, and there's 18 outs for the home team coming up on the offensive side. Off or on? Is the dice off or on? If it's off, okay, in the offensive side, okay, then you would say, I'm thinking about this, and you would say, okay, roll me any dice. No matter what you roll, you will still roll the dice again. That is correct. If you take the dice and you roll them and you crap out, they let you keep the dice. If you roll 7 or 11, they let you keep a dice. No matter what you roll, you get a second roll in this game. Unless you pass the dice on. Do you follow what I'm saying? This is the game of craps. So now the next roll, okay? The next roll, if you make a number, and a number, the only time they call it a number, the only time they call it a number, make a number, the only time they actually call it a number, okay, is when it's the number, listen to this, and when the number is either 4 or 10, 9 or 5, 6 or 8. Those are the real numbers that they're always calling for on the table. Because those numbers are the numbers called the number points. Make a point. Okay, a point is one of these numbers, all combinations of 14, having the payout odds of 7 to 6, 7 to 5, 9 to 5, or you can buy it for an extra $1.25. You have to pay an extra $1.25, making the day of man $25, because that's how much it costs you to buy the 4 and 10. And that's your communication in the B world. 14, 14, 14, 42, 14 and 14, 14 on the outside, okay, 28 on the inside. The moon. Half the moon, because the other half is on the other side. But they can't always show you the other side of the moon, because you might see the other side of the world. You see the other side of the moon. Where day is night and night is day, the sun is shining the other way. I'm thinking. Craps. So now you have some other numbers. Now the number 7 will take you out. The number 11 will give you a payoff. The number 2, the number 1, the number 3, on the dice, the number 2 on the dice, the number 12 on the dice, the 11 on the dice. Those are just numbers in the roll. Okay, those are numbers in the roll. There's nothing in the numbers on the table that get paid other than the specialty numbers. So now these are 4 sets of numbers that are specialty numbers. And the other specialty numbers are the hard ways. And they call these numbers also, there's another set of numbers. It's in the front. It's a single bet. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. And what is that? It's yes, okay, so you see all these games, everything that I talk about, you have to understand, everything that I talk about has already been created. I'm just showing you a detailed reality to the game, okay? I'm going to show you this one over here. I'm going to show you this one over here, okay? There's the come. C-O-M-E. C is creation. All of a sudden, the 3 already means 2 sides. This 2 sides, because 2 sides creation, right? 4 and 4 creates 8 and 8. For area space, you need the diamond, right? You need the 4th point of the diamond out, 4th point of the diamond in, reading, and all the way around the racetrack. There's only one table, there's two sides. There's a roulette table, there's two sides. There's 7 players at a blackjack table, or 8. Anyways, here's where they call the field. These numbers are called the points. These points in the field are over here. 4, 9, 10 are the only 3 in the field that are points. Okay, here's the hard ways, 44, 33, 55. All right. In the corner, they're showing 6 and 8. Big 6, big 8, because that's how they're connected. But inside of here, they show 6 and 9, okay, as small numbers. See the way they spelled 6 and 9 here instead of putting the numbers? This equals to 6 equals to 52 and equals to number 7. This one equals to 6. 6 and 7 go together, and 9 and 6 go together. This number over here will end up being 4. This number will end up over being, hold on, 6, 5, 7, 4, 6, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7. This will be 18 equals 9. Okay, and this one will be 42 equals 51 equals 6. This will be 9, this will be 6. They'll reverse in each other. Inside their own numerological count plus the number. It's hard to explain. But all these tell me, see the pass line here, you can roll anything and you roll again. You roll any of these numbers, the game starts. Now you can play here, okay? What's playing here means that whatever number you roll will come over here. The only way you lose over here, okay, is if the 7 comes up. The 7 comes up, you lose here, you win here. So this is telling me a whole story. So if you ask me a question, something about this universe, I'm going to show you one of the stories that's here. Okay? Here's one more thing. Here's the hard ways. Okay? These are 1-bet rules. 30 to 1 odds get you a 1-bet rule. That's right over here. Here's 15 to 1. 1 and 2, and 5 and 6. 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2 get you 15 to 1. That is Mars. 1 and 1, 6 and 6 get you the railroad to the gateway, to the spirit life. 1, 6, 1, 6. Here's 5 and 6. Okay, these are both 15 to 1. So Yo 11, the student of creation of 40 star, is right over here. Okay, this is where Mars fits in. And this is between both sides of the board, where all the hard ways come in. What world are you going into? What's going to happen? And the whole thing is laid out here. So when you're talking about people reading astrology and people reading the zodiac and the stars, well, I see it all in the games. Whatever they see out there, I see it in the games. I can show you the game and tell you by the rules and odds of this game why your numbers and what your numbers mean. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. All I have to have is the what can you say? The formation of my questions. How old are you? Where will I implicate this? Because now I have to go to 20 different things. I have to go through weights and measures and see what the difference between 1 foot and one yard. And then I want to know the difference between 1 inch and 1 centimeter. I have to balance those numbers. And then I balance those numbers against the zodiac also. And against where the numerologicals are. Because wherever the numbers are, the words show up. When the words show up, I look to the dictionary and I tell you what your thing is in the dictionary through the games and whatever you tell me. Because it's all the words you said. 1 is 1 to you, but 1 is more to me. 1 equals to 34. 3 letters, 27 letters each, right? Because don't tell me A, I need the reverse. Then I need the in-between. 1 equals 81. 27, 27, 27. 81 minus 34 equals 47. 47. What? 2 halves of 47. Wow, that's amazing. If 1, reverse of 1, let me write this down. The reverse of 1, okay, at 34 value, ONE, 3 letters, equals to 81 value, and 47 equals 23.5. 3 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 8 and 9. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 5 and 6, 11, 1 and 1. 4 and 7 is your cycle, 29, 39, 4 times 7, 4 plus 7 equals 28 and 11, minus 11 equals 17, that is the gateway between 7 and 8, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, 7 and 8 equals 15, and the numerological vibration is 2, 3, 4, into 1 and 5, which is Mars, A, and E, right? 147, and this equals this. Now, when you're subtracting, I don't care how you see this, do you know what the answer of subtraction is over here? That's right. This one over here is 3, this one over here is 5. It becomes 5 and 3. I don't care what's higher or lower when you're minus. I need everything to the plus side. This one, the opposite of 1 is 47, cycle in the moon, 23.5, the moon on 2 sides. The moon is participating in 2 worlds at the same time. The other side of the other moons that are participating, I'm assuming, is the moons of Mars, participating on the other part of Earth. Islands in the sky. Somehow there's a possibility that the oceans, the floating oceans, could have moved, okay, or been blocked or stopped somehow, and they recreated this other world. That's right, oceans with no ground underneath, just the water in the air, and you're going, just like the plane in the sky. It's just water. It's a plane. We float on water all the time. Thank you for watching.